everybody. I have a collective message that I want to give immediately. Get in here, get in here, get in here. I'll wait a couple seconds just in case. So you guys, welcome. This is J'adore. Grand evening or grand afternoon. I want to give a very specific message because I was picking up on this energy and then I saw a video that confirmed it. The GOAT, when we be saying the GOAT, that is the fucking Baphomet. On God, bro. The GOAT is the fucking Baphomet. And I needed to warn you guys about this shit right here. I literally needed to warn you guys. This is a warning message. That's a collective warning message. The GOAT is the fucking Baphomet. So we can't be using that like that. I'm just going to let you know right now. And hey, Sam, the GOAT is literally the motherfucking Baphomet. And we're training each other. Because I'll be like, oh, you can't leave. Goats go find grass. Yes, goats do find grass. But guess what? God hands us everything that we deserve. We just have to work. Goats. Like, this is very interesting. I needed to pick up on this energy, but this is literally the motherfucking Baphomet. Show me this. Inspiration, dreams, awe. It's clarified by self-memories, identity. So when we be calling people the term the GOAT, the greatest of all time, that's bad. Have you really realized that? The greatest of all time. If we're calling each other the greatest of all time, we're denouncing Jah. Really think about this shit. Really think about this shit. And I need to just come up on here quickly to do this shit. Because, you know what? Mark the Messenger actually gave a message on this shit. And I was just like, the GOAT. And then this thing was like, that's the Baphomet. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, oh my gosh, we be using these fucking terms. Yeah. So I wanted to give you guys this message because guess what? If I don't, the blood is on my hands. And you guys need to fucking know that that shit is literally the fucking Baphomet. And I don't play that shit. Like, I strongly fucking believe, I be getting the chills right now, the weird heebie-jeebies, that I need to tell you guys that shit. Because if somebody doesn't, and people be using these terms, and they're not informed, and this keeps on popping out, starseeds, memory, they want us to disconnect from Jah. New perspectives, seeing each other as the creator. We are not the creator, bro. We are not the creator. Remember that. Also, because you know what? I'll tell you some real truths. I'll spit some real truths right now. Because, you know, I used to practice I practice magic. But now I realize it's really not magic. When you do things like this, you have to talk to God. Everything goes through the fucking maker, bro. Yeah. So much open. Yeah. And you know what's crazy? The Baphomet right here too is two fucking genders. The GOAT, the Baphomet, Bapho, homo. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the Baphomet is two separate genders, which is very interesting. But we're trying to, like, people when, okay, so I'm gonna spit on this. I'm gonna be real on this. When we be saying that, we're assessing a new perspective, which is actually giving us less control over ourselves. We're releasing the control to literally the motherfucking Baphomet, bro. The devil. And this right here is the devil's playground. God gives the devil permission to do this shit here. We have to spread the message. Like this video. I really don't think nobody's gonna fucking see this, but everybody should fucking see this shit, bro. Everybody should fucking see this. Unconditional love, excitement, laughter. I feel like also, see, what's very interesting is that God said that there was never the church is who? We are the church. That is some real shit. We are the church. So, like, when we go into places of worship and shit like that, and they speak little fucking truths, and then they hit you with, like, some diversion shit. They'll give you the truth. They'll be like, well, God said you need to build your house upon rock. Therefore, you need to take control of your life and manifest. That's not right. That's not right. This is very interesting because reflection, kindness, compassion, and then we have predator, survival, tyrannical. It's a mixture in between the both. And when you have two, the Baphomet, homo, both, two, this is literally the energy you get. A reflection of tyranny, a reflection of, what is this shit called? Survival, a reflection. And this is where people think that they gain control. This is why also the church thinks that they have so much power. And this is why people also, like readers and shit like that, be thinking they have so much fucking power. This is very interesting. Like, we don't lead ourselves. We have a destiny that's created by the Lord, by Jah, on some real shit. We don't lead ourselves. We're not goats. Yeah, I feel like that's where the message got fucking shifted. This is where people attempted to shift this message on us, bro. Like, this is some fuck shit. But the Baphomet, because when we manifest, we are really engaging in a form of prayer. Gospel, God spell, God spell. Gospel is God spell. Psalms are really fucking spells, to be honest with you, but that's a different thing. Like, we're supposed to be praying. Our manifestation is literally through prayer, through healing work, through speaking our intention to the universe. But the universe, we all know that we come from a creator on some real shit. It's crazy. Yes, and I really think this is literally the end times because the Wheel of Fortune is right here. And also, if you look at the Wheel of Fortune, when you really think of the regular tarot version of the Wheel of Fortune and the Flower of Life, it's like people be trying to spin their destiny, or people, like, some people will say this shit is not for them, but I swear to God, I'm gonna give you this message as a fucking warning, bro, because I'm not playing this shit. I really am not. I don't care what nobody fucking says right now, dude. It makes a lot of fucking sense in my fucking mind right now. I'm gonna be real. But yeah, it is the codependency dynamic. And if you think about codependency, a lot of people are codependent on men, or vice versa. Men are codependent on women, and we get into these relationships, and guess what card pops out? The devil. Typically, the devil. This is what this should be. But tell me this energy, what's happening to my collective, bro? I feel like because we have so many unanswered questions, we be trying to connect or trying to draw things into each other. And it really takes us back into the Five of Pentacles. This is how we get left in the cold, is almost what I'm picking up. Like, we be doing things, like, manifestation is fine, okay? Think about this. But you have to you have to think of manifestation in a very different way. Like, the way we be thinking about things, exactly. Like, two splits. There's two splits when it really should be one. It should be one thing. So when we manifest, like, how do I explain this? We have desire, and then we have what is actually for our higher purpose. And these two things get collided together. Our desire and our higher purpose. Again, the ego. Yes, yes. Our desire is the ego. Our higher purpose is not. Because we didn't create our higher purpose. Only our creator knows our higher purpose. We're just here to figure it out and learn. With the Hierophant, the Ace of Pentacles, we have to do a lot more self-reflection work too. With the Five of Cups, I feel like also people be looking at, like, their manifestations, and they're trying to figure out why things aren't lining up. It's because our wants and desires are two separate fucking things. They have to equate to the same thing, our wants and desires. And once we figure out and break the ego of our desires, that's when things can start flowing for us as a collective, is what I feel like. Or that's why things are flowing. Like, very specifically, if you guys be seeing some fuck shit, like, you're just like, damn, this shit's not happening, this shit's not happening. Think about your wants versus your desires. And think about what you think falls into the higher purpose and what comes into play on that shit. And why you think this, like, your desire is the greatest thing of all time, the GOAT. Think about why you think your desire is the greatest thing, and it trumps the actual, it trumps what your destiny is. That's the biggest fucking point. Your desire cannot trump your fucking destiny. And I feel like this is where people are getting this shit fucked up. With the 9 of Cups right here, also, it's like, this is how people are getting into solitary confinement. And also, not to say like that, even with the law, our desire to fucking react, our desire to want things, our desire to need things, and then you see that we get those desires and they get taken the fuck away from us. You see this shit? Right? Your soul desires your destiny. And this is how you shift yourself into alignment. And I feel like also there's a bunch of people that are wounded that feel like their destiny has been stolen from them, right? Or things have been taken from them. But they're really sitting up in the fucking 9 of Wands, bro. Like, they're really sitting up here being a wounded warrior. And these wounds are creating desire. And it's taking us away. It's actually, like, this is the fucking serpent, right? It's diluting our vision. It's polluting our thoughts. And also, 133, we have to remember that everything is coming back to sender. 3, everything, 1 amplified by self, by 3, right? Mind, body, spirit, and the Trinity. I feel like 133 is actually a warning message, but it's a connection with your higher ascended masters. The number's 133. Like, if you guys be seeing 133, it means that you are connecting with your higher ascended masters. And the thing also is, you have to be very careful on what you put out there, because if you think negative thoughts, you must remember that you are not the karma. God serves karma. You are not the person that fucking serves karma in this bitch, bro. With the Magician right here, you are not the person that fucking serves karma. This is how the serpent literally wraps around these bitches, bro. Just remember, everything, that's why when we be thinking negative shit happens, right? And then from there, we have to change our thoughts and shift. It forces us to shift. But sometimes some people need to go into the fucking dark to come back out into the light. Hey, goddess. But I'm so serious. Like, this shit is really crazy. And I was like, I need to give this message, because on some real shit, and you guys need to tell people about this shit too. We need to stop that shit, because honestly, if people continue to fucking, want desires, or like, if we keep on preaching shit or talking about shit, the blood goes onto your hands, period. I swear to God, it comes back right on you. It comes right back. And this is also why we can't be speaking malintent. We can't be thinking negative thoughts. Like, we have to shift as a collective. But a lot of you guys know this shit. But right now, it just reminded me, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, is the motherfucking Baphomet. And we be calling each other that. Like, oh, this bitch is the GOAT. Oh, really? I should take note about that. And that's why I'm gonna stop saying that shit. The Hanged Man. It's literally a sacrificial fucking term. This is a sacrificial fucking term. Yeah, bro. The Empress. Yeah, I feel like people... Okay, this is also some other shit I was thinking about too. Damn, let me pull this up, because I had a message on this shit. Hold up. I had a message on this shit, and I was thinking to myself, the devil does this to us to take us off of our path, or to realize that The devil does this shit to us literally on some fuck shit to take us off of our path, so we think that everything's bad from a young age. This is what be happening to little fucking kids, bro. Yeah, this is what I wrote, that I took from that fucking video. Satan be targeting the children, so when they grow old, they won't depart from Satan. That's why they try to affect the kids fucking young. So people will not depart from Satan. We be speaking these terms to our children too, like, like, you know what, we need to, like, shift the value. Like, people should be realizing that, you know what, like, things that we create here in this world, this is shit of man, and the shit that's given to us by man will always be fucking destroyed. And the only thing that's different is when God actually blesses you to receive certain things, because it's a blessing. Again. But this is, yeah, the Emperor in the reverse. See, I have the Empress and then the Emperor in the reverse. Why is this here? The Ten of Swords. I'm trying to figure out what this means right here for this message, bro. I feel like people are trying to make the feminine energy, like, I can't explain this, exposed. And because the feminine energy is exposed, they want them to rely on the masculine that's actually karmic, if that makes sense. When people be exposed to desire, specifically, that's a sin. It exposes people to the karmic side of the world, or the reverse emperor, the devil, basically. Desire. Why is this here? The Emperor in the reverse. The Seven of Wands. I feel like also a lot of motherfuckers during these times, because they feel like other people are the greatest of all time, this is why they're conforming to these reversed false karmic ass emperors, bro. 1717 on the clock. Yeah, and they're only going to be experiencing towers. They're only going to be experiencing towers in this bitch. I'm just going to be real. People want to cling on to the false emperors because they want their wishes and desires, bro. And you know what? Yeah, that's the sign of the Baphomet. That's exactly what I was going to fucking say, bro. The devil. These false, like, literally, rewind this shit and listen from the beginning. Hopefully it makes sense to you. Hopefully it makes sense to you. The Four of Pentacles. Stability. Yeah. So, I feel like because everybody's on the search for this Four of Pentacles also, it's very much easy to let the devil in here. And that's why people be taking these leaps of faith. People be taking leaps of faith, right? And they end up falling on their face. It's not actually because people realize that they're in these unions, and for some reason they all of a sudden have to take a leap of faith, right? It's because they've been submerged in whatever this energy is. And I feel like, honestly, it's only until people get to the ending here they want to switch, they want to turn, they want to shift. With this crossroads, it's only when you get to the ending of this crossroads, the Two of Pentacles, you actually want to change. Once you encounter this person or thing, I feel like a lot of you guys have already encountered this energy, but this right here is a warning. The Queen of Pentacles with the High Priestess. Why is this here? The Two of Cups. People be trying to take a leap of faith towards these unions. But the thing is, also, when you end up trying to take a leap of faith towards a union, and you're not in this Nine of Pentacles energy, all you're getting is war. I feel like the energy of war, the energy of split two, the masculine and the feminine, let's just keep it at that for right now. The masculine and the feminine with the Two of Cups. If you really look at this, Sometimes you'll see people turning more masculine. Sometimes you'll see bitches turning more masculine. Sometimes you'll see men turning more feminine, to be honest with you. And you know what? It's because this shit is super imbalanced. If you notice, like, this shit is causing some type of weird ass chakra imbalance. I'm not even gonna play with you. Like, I don't even know what to say right now. Like, this shit's weird. And honestly, I feel like with the Two of Swords in the reverse, people are not making these decisions to balance themselves out to get into the Nine of Pentacles. When you see people like this, you need to stay clear. I'm telling you right now, because not only do they hold a deceptive energy for not trying to one, be in this Nine of Pentacles, mind, body, and spirit, but they're trying to make you that one pentacle, their desire, which means you fall within that category, which brings that devil energy in. A lot of you guys be trying to clear this devil energy. People are not in the Nine of Pentacles. They be asking for basically 2 cups, okay? When you're in the Nine of Pentacles, you need one thing. One fucking thing. And that's literally 1 pentacle to create the 10 of Pentacles, right? So now, let's say you have two cups. What's on here? When you have 2 cups, you're experiencing 2 different worlds, 2 different sides of people. You're more compromised. You're able to be susceptible to energies that are actually not balanced out, which means that you can be compromised on some fuck shit. I'm not even gonna, yeah. And what's interesting is that this is the 6 of Cups, which makes the 8 of Cups, right? Which is never the 9 of Cups. But this makes the 10 of Cups. I mean, the 10 of Pentacles. This may make sense to you later, okay? This makes the 10 of Pentacles. Whatever people are doing here, trying to combine with 2 people type shit and get this offer, this is desire. This is what the construct of desire looks like. Apparently, I don't fucking know, bro. But you know what? You never actually, because this makes the 6 of Cups right here, and this is the 8 of Cups, you never end up with 2 more cups. You never end up balanced in any of these situations. You may figure this out later. And if you notice, the lion's right here on top of this shit. Why is the symbol of the lion on top of this? This is not Leo energy. This is something totally different. I'll tell you right now, this lion with these 2 wings, if you really look at this card, this is not Leo energy. And you know what's interesting? This is the, this is the 5 of Pentacles in the inverse. That's a representation of the pentagram in the inverse. If you really think about this, the 5 of Pentacles in the inverse is the representation of Baal, Satan, the devil. This is what this is. Like, I hope this makes sense, but for some of you guys are going to take some information. Some of you guys are going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about, Kaylani? But it will make sense later. You have to put boundaries down on this shit. Because not only do you guys realize later in these 2 of Cups, the 2 of Cups with this world card here, when you guys are trying to open up another world or expand with somebody else, it's not only taking you off of your path, off of your course, but there's a reason that something's trying to infiltrate you at that time. There's a reason why you guys be having people come into your life, having pauses, and then having them come back in. That's literally the energy of what I'm picking up. Motherfuckers be, you guys may have somebody in your life, they continuously come back in, and there's never any movement. This nigga's literally, this bitch, whoever this is, be trying to stop your path. It's literally the energy. This person knows also, like, let's say, for example, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, and you know G.O.A.T is really the greatest of all time. You can never be the GOAT. You can never be the GOAT. You are a byproduct of G.O.A.T, which means that you carry his essence, right? But you are not G.O.A.T. You are not the creator. Like, people, I get it. You guys are going to, also, I know I have some people saying, like, I create my own destiny, I do this, I do that. But have you noticed why you're doing it? Have you noticed why you're trying to create your own destiny? Okay? Like, for some people in here that are going to see this shit later, have you realized why? Because shit's not going your way. Do you know why shit's not going your way? Because you're living off of desire. Do you know why you're living off of desire? Because you want something that has not been given to you. Do you know why it has not been given to you? Because you're not doing something to get or obtain that specific energy from a positive source. I hope that makes sense later. I hope that makes sense later to you guys. That shit made sense in my mind, and I'm glad I recorded this shit, because I'll be talking like this all the time, and I'll be like, what did I say? What did I say? That's how I know those messages be channeled. And also the Knight of Swords to the Ace of Cups in the reverse. I feel like it's a good thing. Okay, so the Ace of Cups in the reverse basically means like you're ignoring your emotions. But if you take the time to realize your emotions, process them, typically 9 out of 10 times, you'll be like, damn, why was I thinking that way? Or why did I want that thing? Or you know what, something better came along in its place, if you notice. And then you have this right here. This is the Four of Swords, prayer. It's like you guys be running, like, this is good. Even though this Ace of Cups in the reverse, I feel like you guys acknowledge that your emotions and desires here, when they run rampant, things are not progressing. And if you notice too here, this person's running back into a state of prayer, or a state of trying to connect with the divine energy, the divine realm. Show me this shit. Oh, hey, Connie. Aw, you guys be talking in the chat to each other. That's nice. I fuck with that shit. Yeah, the Three of Wands. Sometimes I'm feeling here, I feel like God puts people at a distance from this World card, or takes things away from people, so we can realize, like, what, from a far distance, what we're actually looking at. This motherfucker has a clear view of what's going on. Sometimes that's why we have to step out of this Ace of Cups. I was gonna say Ace of Pentacles, but I feel like once we step out of this Ace of Cups, we can realize this shit will shift upright, and then we can realize that, yo, okay, this is how I obtain my pentacle. This is how I obtain this shit. This is what I need to do. This is what I need to do to obtain this energy right here. This energy. The one pentacle plus the fucking 9, bitch, which equals the 10 of Pentacles. This is what I have to do. And I feel like a lot of you guys run back into prayer, and then sometimes you guys stop. Do not stop. Do not stop. And make sure you're calling this nigga out by you guys are speaking to the right fucking source, bro. Be like, because people be saying God, Yeshua, like, you know, do your research, do your knowledge, do a deep dive on what you really feel, like, because if you don't connect with the word, like, God, and you're like, oh, who is this nigga? You need to do more research, you need to do more expansion type shit. Like, be like, okay, like, for me personally, I was like, okay, all I was hearing is Yeshua, Yeshua, Yeshua. I was like, okay, that's Jesus Christ. I was like, I've never resonated with the name Jesus Christ. I've always called that nigga Yeshua. Like, I've never really, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, okay, that doesn't make sense. Why would his name be that? I'm like, no. We wouldn't know this nigga's name. Honestly, we wouldn't really know this nigga's name, but he understands what we're doing. Like, like, on some real shit, God's name is so powerful with the... God's name is so powerful that if we heard this nigga's name, bro, I think some crazy shit would happen, dude, with the Queen of Pentacles right there, on some real shit, with the Hierophant at the back of the deck. If we heard this nigga's name, like, that's why we be connecting. Like, he understands what we're trying to do, but just make sure you stand strong in your prayer on some real shit. I don't know why you guys need to hear this message. I feel like some of you guys may be feeling defeated, trying to get to this 10 of Pentacles, trying to manifest shit. Ask God what you need to do. Ask this nigga what you need to do. He will fucking tell you. He will fucking tell you. He will. I swear to God, he will. Honestly, yeah. But you know what? Love is a feeling. It's a vibration. You see? Love be a feeling, vibration. So let's say we heard this nigga's name. It's a vibration. It's a feeling. Could you imagine? Like, could you imagine? Could you, like, even when we are in deep states of prayer, you know how you feel, bro. That shit's undescribable. You're like, wait a second, this nigga's here. Like, yeah, dude, that'd be some crazy shit. Or like when you're talking and you get those downloads, like you guys can just do a deep dive in like talking to this nigga. You don't even have to call it fucking prayer, to be honest with you. Just have talks with this nigga. He'll listen to you. He fucks with you. He loves you. Like, even if on some fuck shit, I know this is like getting into some God talk right here, but on some real shit, that nigga fucks with you. And if you guys really feel like you guys are in like some type of repentance type shit, tell that nigga, and tell that nigga what's up. You be like, damn, bro, I did this. For some of y'all, I fucking talked shit on this nigga. I fucking did this. And you know what? I was dead ass wrong, dude. How do I help myself? How do I clear that shit out? Because at this point, I want to change. I want to change. And this nigga will literally tell you what's up. He'll send you a vision. He'll send you a motherfucking message. Good. Goddess. That's why. And you know what? Motherfuckers that be really talking to this nigga get instantaneous motherfucking downloads. Instantaneous. Instantaneous downloads, okay? But I really felt like I had to give me that energy again on this goat shit, because you know what, like I really felt like I had to tell you guys about that shit, because I caught myself, bro. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck did I just say, bitch? I was like, I'll never say that again. I felt bad. I was like, I need to get on here right now. I need to get on here right now and tell them, no, we are not the greatest of all time. This nigga is the greatest of all time. We live in his image. We are this nigga. We're built in this nigga's image. 1, 2, it doesn't mean we are this nigga. 2, so that's why people need to literally fear this nigga, or else he'll make you on some fuck shit, some burnt shit tower, bro. High priestess, bro. On some burnt shit, he'll make you, bro. Like on some real shit. But honestly, if you are, God understands like your true intent. Like sometimes, like I feel like we all have like a devil and an angel sitting on like right here and right here type shit. But this nigga can be canceled the fuck out. You know what they say? They say that God stays on our right side. Like if we were to ever be accused of something, God stays on our right fucking side. So I would assume the devil's on the left side. Judgment. Yeah, dude. Judgment. What is this? Like, this is a time, I feel like this is a time, because not only that, I really do feel like the world is ending. Not like that, it's just the times. These times are ending. Like, you guys seen on Hulu and shit like that, Little Devil? What the fuck is that? That's some real shit. Like, that's a fucking show that they advertise to motherfucking kids, bro. Like, that's not normal. You guys if you guys have kids, you better be watching that shit. You better be watching what your kids be fucking looking at, bro, because the devil be trying to infiltrate the kids young, dude. Young as fuck. I don't even, like, honestly, I believe kids should be able to watch TV, but I don't know about my youngin'. I don't know. I'm gonna be like, you need to go play, bro. You need to go play. You need to go play outside. I have the King of Cups and the Lovers, clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like also, again, God is a God of love, and this nigga's also a God of vengeance that will fuck somebody up for his kids type shit. Like, on some real shit, God will do what he has to do if somebody is playing with his child and he sees somebody going through fucking disaster. On some real shit, God will perform motherfucking miracles if you put in the work, and even the slightest, even a mind change, a simple fact of you changing your mind into doing something negative into positive, this nigga will help you. The Ace of, or not even, the King of Pentacles to the Lovers. Why is this here? I feel like also, sometimes we be called to walk away from certain things. King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, but really, I feel like sometimes you'll also see, too, the people that hold shit in. These people that be repressing their thoughts, or they have deep, dark desires and shit. And I feel like also God be putting these people at bay for us, or like these angels be trying to transmute the energy, but we end up having pauses in our lives. Like when we're trying to travel somewhere, God will actually put you in a spot of being the The King of Cups is what I'm feeling. In a spot where you're intuitive, but you can see clearly. It's like that Three of Wands. When you're looking out in the distance and you can see everything for what it is, sometimes you have to have this love taken away from you, or not even love, fake love, because Temperance is here. Because real love, there will never be Temperance. Temperance would typically be, I think, like this, in the reverse or some shit, because that means there's not a pause, right? But God will keep things, put things at a distance from you. And you guys wonder, why is this person not for me? Why is God sending this person out of my life? It's not because God is sending this person out of your life. God wants you to see something very clearly. God thinks you're too up close to the motherfucking picture, or you can be distorted or blinded by love. Okay? And that's why this Death card's at the bottom of the deck. You have to be put at a distance to start seeing things real fucking clear. And not only that, it doesn't even mean you have to see things at a distance from each time. At each time, it just means that you have to gain the understanding to start looking in that way, seeing things in that mindset. It's like we're going through a time also where we're resetting, we're reprogramming our brains. And some people are taking it really bad, bro. Some people are taking it really bad, but some people are actually taking the time out to make these necessary changes. But some people are taking this time also to manifest shit for themselves. This is not the energy, like, pray about it. Pray about it. Pray about it. If you're going to do manifestation work, make sure that you're literally praying, like, ask God, be like, God, I'm trying to manifest this. I'm trying to manifest abundance, okay? God, I need to understand, like, what is actually happening with my finance. Okay, boom, this nigga sends you a message through the TV or outside. You're like, oh, shit, I see, like, dead roaches on the floor. I see, like, oh, I see a pincher bug. If you see a pincher bug, that means that you need more fucking strength, or something's around you where you're going to get more strength, more confidence. To pursue your shit. If you be seeing roaches, you might need to take something out of your motherfucking life, okay? But shit, this nigga really be doing shit like that. And then from there, you take your rooms, take the rooms that you have, and ask this nigga what you need to use. Or even you guys be seeing symbols out in places, write those symbols down. Write those symbols down on some real shit. Write them down, because I swear to you, if you look for those symbols later, one, they may actually reappear because they aren't symbols. They're just like angel numbers. They're things sent to us by angels, and we may actually need them as our tools for spirituality. So you have to remember that too. Write what you see down. If you be seeing like weird ass objects and you're like, oh, I'm seeing like a cross, but it's that cross that looks like iron, kind of, that weirdly shaped cross, that looks like some shit from Excalibur, that's a sign of luck. Like, people be thinking, like, that's literally a sign of luck. Like, you have to make sure you are aware. This is a time of being in great awareness, because right now is the great delusion. Oh my God. Right now is the great delusion. This is what we're going through, the great motherfucking delusion, bro. With the Star card, hopes, wishes, and dreams. Energy be trying to manipulate our hopes, wishes, and dreams. So either we try to do this from a place of ego, so we think we need to be powerful, when our power is actually given to us by our Creator. We've all been born with power. We're all from God. And some people aren't. I'm just going to keep it real. Some people are just byproduct of something else. But if we're all born by the Creator type shit, like, you know exactly what I mean. Peep that shit. Peep that shit. You can't see them unless we are aligned. Yes. And that's why I'm like, regardless of what you see, write that shit down. If you see an angel number, like, if you see a number, just do yourself a favor and write it down before you forget that shit. Like, really write it down. Like, if you be seeing 141, 737, what's another one? 133. Because that's literally, if you keep on seeing 3 3s, your ascended masters, bro, be trying to really communicate with you. 666. I feel like also, for 666, your intuition is boosting. Like, I feel like for your, like, 666, typically, one, you're aligned with something, you're aligned with spirit, but typically also, luckily, like, when you see 666, you're creating something in your reality that's actually aligned with you. Like, what is it called? Infinite destiny? Let me see something. I actually want to see that, because 666 actually isn't a bad number. Two seconds, sorry. Yeah, a sign of love and devotion. Again, you're on your right path. When you be seeing 666, also devotion. You need to engage in deep prayer to start getting more messages on some fuck shit too. It's a sign to start thinking about more action in a more positive manner too. That's why you guys be seeing 666. Action, positive manner. Go back to what I said in regards to how you guys think. This shit too, you need to be mindful, bro, of what you be putting on your TV or what you be listening to, because that shit also is really fucked up. Like, I'll be really realizing, I'll be like, damn, they'll be training us to think a very specific way. Like that Cardi B song, they'll be like, I got a condo in that bitch's head. Why would you want a condo in that bitch's head? Have you really thought about it? Why would you want a condo in a bitch's subconscious? Really think about that shit, bro. Really think about that shit. Why would you want to reside in somebody's subconscious? And this is how they be programming you guys. Why would you say that shit? Why would you speak that shit in lyrical motherfucking song when you know we be repeating it? One, two, this is how they're trying to train our psyche. They be trying to train our psyche to think that this is good. Oh, yeah, I need a condo in this bitch's head because I despise this bitch and she always needs to think about me. No, bitch. Keep it pushing. Move on. Move on. On some real fuck shit, bro. On some real fuck shit, because this is the energy of being stuck. This is the energy of being stuck and in the 7 of motherfucking swords. Jesus. Yeah, that shit's really hitting hard right now. I'll be like, damn, I'll be really listening to these songs and I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, a condo in a bitch's head. That's magic. That's spell work. Cardi. Nah, that's spell work. A condo in a bitch's head, that's literally the most karmic shit I've heard in a little while, bro. Like, yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. You do want a condo in a bitch's head. Why? Because you want to infiltrate this bitch. Why do you need to infiltrate this bitch? Because one, it's all about domination and power to these motherfuckers, right? And two, they need a condo in these bitches' heads because they can't produce. Let me stop. I'm gonna stop. I'm so serious. I'm so serious. That's why you guys need to be careful about the words you repeat, bro. The words you repeat, yo. And no more conjunctions. I can't. I can. I do not care. I do care. Like, no more conjunctions, bro. Like, that shit's fucking the collective up. They be trying to fuck up, like, what we can and can't do. There is no can't. It's I can, and then apostrophe T. Like, you don't have to add an apostrophe T to that shit. You know? Like, that's some real shit. I love you, Sam. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be feeling that shit. 43:42 on the clock. The 10 of Wands. Isn't that interesting? I keep on saying a condo in a bitch's head. Isn't that interesting? I wonder what that means. What is this? The 10 of Cups. The 10 of Wands. Yeah, this is why they want the 10 of Cups. They need to literally infiltrate people's brains and shit because they want this fulfillment. They want all of your energy. They want these emotions. They almost, also, to be honest with you, we be repeating a lot of shit too. And sometimes we don't realize these be incantations, bro. Like, we don't realize that these vines right here are literally the vines that keep us suppressed, the vines that keep us rooted into what we just got into. And again, the message I was telling you guys was Satan be targeting the children so they grow old and won't depart from it. If you're rooted in that shit, that music, the bad music, when you're rooted in that shit, Satan be trying to target you to root yourself in these fucked up songs and shit, so you won't depart from that energy. Then we're like, oh yeah, this bitch is my favorite artist. Wait, why is this bitch your favorite artist? Why is this bitch your favorite artist? That's really the question. That's really the question. Yeah, the Five of Swords. Why though? Why? What does this bitch need from you? Like, what does this bitch need from you? Your energy, your blood source, your heart chakra? Like, this is literally what this shit be. But I'm gonna keep it at this right now. Oh yeah, and on some weird shit too. Yeah, TikTok be like that. TikTok's an interesting place. They just got my ass for like 5 days, bro. They got me off of there for 5 motherfucking days for hate speech. And I'll be talking like this, bro. Like on some real shit. Like that shit had me fucked up. Like this is what they were trying to do to a bitch. This is what they were trying to do to me, bro. Fuck that shit. But this is really about to what's gonna happen. Chuck. They be really trying to get me on that bitch. Last energy, and then I'm out of here, and I'll be back with a message for Sagittarius. I'll be back with your message, Sagittarius, too. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, this fire element, warrior, passion, fearlessness. But this shit is actually not what it means. These people be collaborating to take passion, to take, like, this drive from you guys, and they be infiltrating your guys' minds. I don't even know if you guys believe me on this shit, but just take it like this, bro. You guys really may think that, oh, I'm singing these songs, but why is the bitch in your head? And what is the bitch doing? Like, what energy are you sending somebody back by listening to their music? Really think about it. You're just empowering somebody to be more in the Baphomet energy on some real fuck shit. I need to get a whole new playlist, bro. A whole new playlist. Not even a whole new playlist, but basically, because on some real shit, they be giving channel messages, but shit, you have to be mindful. That's what I think it is too. You need to peep these songs, to be honest with you, so you know, and you can keep your kids away from them. But on the same time, you have to make sure that you know of yourself so you don't get sucked into that energy. Because then we'd be like, oh shit, that shit's catchy. That shit's a banger. That shit's a foot tapper. Hell no, bro. And you know what? People be playing things at certain intervals so we don't hear what they're fucking saying. I'm gonna just let you know right now. People be playing things at like the devil's interval. What is the devil's interval? People be playing things at the devil's interval, so it passes through our brain, bro, and then we get reprogrammed. What is the devil's interval? But you guys need to look that up. The devil's interval, bro. That's some real shit. Let me find this. But drop it down there. I'm gonna find this shit. But it's over X amount of hertz, okay? It's over X amount of hertz. I don't really know if it's really over 700 hertz type shit, but they'll play certain things at certain frequencies because it's literally the frequency of the Baphomet, the devil, and then from there it goes through our brain. And also when you hear these songs play backwards, these songs, like those Jay-Z songs, are literally, if you go and look at the interval or the hertz, the frequency of what it's playing at, the tone, you'll understand what I'm talking about. And there's a video on that shit on YouTube. But make sure. And also Paganini. You guys remember Paganini? That nigga was Paganini basically was a violinist. He sold his soul to the devil. He did it because, so first he was only known in Italy, and then he became worldwide. This is what these people are currently doing or attempting to do. People are literally trying to become worldwide right now, and they're doing it the wrong motherfucking way. The wrong motherfucking way. Every pop song has the lower. Yeah. Yeah. You guys know what I'm talking about. Yes. Yes, Sam. Yes. And honestly, like, they're trying to make you guys adapt to some other shit. They're trying to make you adapt with 10 right here, too. They're trying to close out this cycle. Whatever this is, they're literally trying to close this shit out so we get trapped in it. I'm not even playing with you. They be trying to close this energy out or seal us into this energy so we get trapped in it. I don't know why. Let me see something. But that's literally what I was getting. You know what's interesting? The moon, the circle, and also patterns. The golden ratio. Yeah, I really don't know what this means right now. I really don't, but this card may tell me. Solitude, independence, peace. Misunderstood, timid, shy. And then this is beauty patterns in nature. So I feel like they be trying, this is an interval. Yes, bitch. The golden ratio right here, you can make a musical note off of this. You know that? With the golden ratio, you can actually make a fucking song off of this? Do you know that? Yes. The golden ratio, dude. It makes so much sense. Let me get that book out really quick. No. 2 seconds. Stay here, you guys. Stay here. Stay here. Where's that motherfucking little booklet, bro? I'm not playing with this. That I'm not playing right now. Where's that motherfucking book? No, that's not it. Oh shit, I found wraps. That's crazy. Hold up. Oh my god. Please let it be in this bitch. It's out of the Cosmic Hunt deck, or it's not even that. The Mystic Martians Oracle? Nah, I'm gonna do this right now. I'm gonna have to. I'm looking for the fucking book that goes to this Mystical Martians Oracle deck. I can't find it, but I'm not gonna keep you guys waiting like that. This golden ratio, it turns into fucking, you can make a song off of it. Hold up. I wanted to read it out of the book, but I'm gonna find that shit. Most songs, oh my god. And this is my last name. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. I look up the golden ratio and my last name pops up. Hold up. That's so sus. Hold up. Bach used the golden ratio. Mozart used the golden ratio. Beethoven used the golden ratio. And I swear to you, on some weird shit, Bach and the devil. Yeah, how Bach used the devil's music. Yes, Bach used the devil's music, this golden ratio. Or not even that, the golden ratio can be used in again, when I was talking about those subatomic particles in the Dexter versus Mandark, the positive energy to the negative energy, how Mandark just flipped the switch and turned that shit into negative energy. This is what I'm getting, bro. The devil's music, Bach. The dialogue took place. During the same time, Luther and Calvin were teaching their music conventions to the followers. Luther was a music progressive who pushed innovative music in the area such as polyphony, and such as church, high church music. see me think the devil. Hold up. No, I'm gonna find this street for you. One dissonant interval the church rejected was the tritone. The tritone, an interval made from 3 whole step sounds, very dissonant. In fact, the interval had been nicknamed, that is translated, the devil in music. It was forbidden in the church music for centuries. We're getting somewhere. I don't know where the fuck we're getting, but we is getting somewhere. Twisted because it healed and twisted history in so many. Yeah, like we're getting somewhere, bro. This is sus. Even the most. I guess I have no problem with the devil's interval. Even the most conservatives among us have no problem with the devil's interval. By the time Bach was writing music, conversations were losing. Ooh! When Bach was writing music, let's see what happens, bitch. Okay, you see when these motherfuckers be writing music? Let's see if there's battle. Let's see when battle takes place. Physical battle on this fucking planet. And I swear to you that if I'm accurate, bitch, I guarantee, nah. God's got my back, bro. God's got my back. Okay, the time Bach was writing music, conservations were losing the battle over the tritone. Bach used the certain situations, and even if it became more acceptable in today's nature to accept accepted components of our music. So people are trying to make this acceptable. There's gonna be a fucking war. I can feel that shit. Watch to see if a country goes into war. Even the most conservatives among us have no problem with the devil's interval. It was recently discussed the issue of the music scholar and asked why the tritone is acceptable in the church today, but wasn't in the 15th century. So things started flipping in the 15th century. That's when the tritone was unacceptable. Why is the tritone unacceptable? But you see this shit? You see this shit? Why is the tritone? Why is the tritone? It's called a tritone, which reminds me of Triton, pitchfork, the devil, tritone, pitchfork. The tritone paradox. The tritone paradox is an auditory illusion, the great delusion, in which sequentially played pairs of shepherd's tones, separated by intervals of tritone, a half octave, if heard as ascending by some people, as descending by others. Oh, this vibration will make you descend. That shit will make you descend, but we all knew that. But anyways, you get it now. The tritone is an illusion. We're living in the great delusion, which also means in this shit, the Baphomet, people want to be in power. This is a great delusion. These people are going to be knocked the fuck down because they don't know who their God is on some fuck shit. Like, these people think they're praying to Jah, but they're playing with Jah. Playing with Jah. Playing with Jah. Playing. And it's funny to this nigga. He's like, wait a second. This nigga really is about to do that? Okay, bet. This nigga's really about to do that? Yeah, the goat illusion. Yes, the great about. Yes! Yes! Sam, yes! Man, if you guys were my kids, man, I'll be like, yes, baby, yes! Tell them! Yes! Tell them! Yes! I'm so serious, bro. You're literally on the motherfucking money on some fuck shit. But no, look at this. People be trying to take this offering, bro. I'm telling you, these are all sacrificial offerings. Us doing this is all sacrificial as fuck. And they're trying to keep us in a cycle, literally. They're trying to seal the cycle. They're trying to seal the cycle at this time. It's not gonna fucking work. It's not gonna fucking work. But now you guys have the message. Honestly, no more goat shit. No more goat shit. That's the Baphomet. I'm over it now. I'm not even over it, but I've given the message. I feel good about it now. I feel like, damn, I've explained myself, and I don't sound like a dumb fuck, I think, to the most part. But it makes sense to me now. Thank you guys for being here with me during my time of trying to figure that shit out. Because honestly, I've been doing this shit for like 4 years of having these thoughts, and I'll be like, I keep on repeating it to dumb fucks, bro. And I'm glad that you guys can catch it, and I'm actually really glad it gets saved onto YouTube on some real shit, because I'll be like, bro, I said some shit, and I'll say it to a dumbass motherfucker, and they won't even remember it. And I'll be like, why the fuck did I just do that? On some real shit. But I love you guys. I love you, Jazz. I love everybody. I love you guys. I love you, Sam. I love everybody in here. Thank you for being here. I'll be back with another message in a couple, like maybe an hour or two. But we're going to do Sagittarius next. I'll be back. But I needed to give you guys that collective message on some real shit. Bye, you guys. I love you. And watch it from the beginning if you just got in here. This shit's actually an important ass message. If you guys can all like this shit and spam that shit in likes so it can actually go somewhere on some real shit, that'll be really amazing. If not, it is what it is. The people that need to see it need to see it. The people that get to it, and those are the people that actually need that shit. But anyways, I hope you guys like the message and stay safe. But seriously, like the message on some real shit. If you guys can do that, because I know more people need to see this shit. Eventually people will catch on. Eventually. But I love you guys. I'll be back.